All right, we're gonna talk about acting. Okay, I I will be an actor. I believe that I will be a good actor, a great actor. Um, it came to me very late in life. Not late, but like I'm 25. I didn't start anything with acting or anything like that. In high school or growing up, like that was never in my peripheral. And I don't know, someone told me I should try out modeling, and I was like, I don't know. But I ended up doing it and never actually went through with it. I paid for the camp, but I had to deal with some stuff and I just didn't do it. And I don't know. I had to rebuild confidence and really be ready for this. And so I came back, went to Page Parks Modeling and Acting Agency, talked with Caitlin. Paige is awesome. I haven't seen her in a while, but she's busy. um, yeah, I mean, we talked, and she said, maybe you should try acting. And I was like, I don't know. It's difficult, you know what I mean? And I had no intentions of doing acting. I was just like, all right, how can I become a model? And thinking about it, she was like, you're kind of ugly. No, I'm kidding. No, she was like, doing just modeling, you might not have consistent work, but if you do both, you'll have more consistency with that. And I understand this game, this industry is very competitive, and you're not always going to get it if you're not. You're not going to get it if you're not on your A game. The job, the whatever. So you got to be on point. And I don't know. I've been in now 7 weeks of this acting program with Page Parks, and I absolutely love it. I've met a lot of great people and able to really get out of my comfort zone and enjoy myself doing something that I actually enjoy. And you know, we just did commercial 7 weeks. We're about to do our photo shoot 2 weeks from now. And then after that, it's 7 weeks of film, like learning how to act on like a movie or short film, whatever. And then I'm not sure what we're doing after that. I would have to look at like the whole, you know, not itinerary, but you know what I mean, like everything that's involved in this program. Um, Let me go get that real quick. Hold on, 1 second. It's actually right here. Cool. All right, yeah. So commercial on camera. That was 7 weeks. Next is film technique. So the difference between TV and film, break down, interpret a script and scene, pick, practice, and perform a monologue, and starting your acting resume. Then, I guess, after that is TV and sitcom, then monologue intensive, then audition prep, and that is it. So that'll be 6 months. So we got through the first part. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more parts. Yeah, we spent quite a bit on the commercial on camera. So my goal with this, is to get signed with Page Parks, and once I get signed with them, they have something called the agent review. They do it, I think it's every year, once a year, um, and they bring all these agents from around the country and even internationally. They all come to Houston, go to Page Parks, and you show them what you got, and you meet them, and if they're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for them, they can sign you. And that's how you get signed in places like LA, Miami, New York, and even internationally. If I were to be signed internationally, I'd like to work in Spain. That I love Spain. Yo hablo muy poquito español. Yo tengo tres años en español clase en escuela. Um, yo quiero hablar más español para mi trabajo in acting. Don't know acting in Spanish. I don't know that word. But yeah, man, I really enjoy this. And it brings me life, it brings me energy. It fills me up. Every time I go in, if I'm tired or I'm like, oh, like, I go in, I come out full of energy. Um, it's definitely something that I never thought I would be into, but once I really tried it and got into it, I love it. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, I want to be an actor. I want to be an actor in movies, in Hollywood, um, an A-list celebrity. I don't know what it's going to take to get there. I know it's going to take every ounce of my spirit, but I feel like it's worth it. Um, yeah, I care about this a lot, and I'll do whatever it takes. You know, I've had my fair share of trial and error throughout my life. Not with acting, but more or less just life in general. I mean, I've gone through a lot, and it has given me perspective on life and kind of, you know, to appreciate the good in life. And acting for me is definitely a good thing. There have been horror stories of like actors that go the wrong way, down the wrong path, and there's a few of those, but I know myself, and I know if I trust in God and I stay on His path, I should be okay. I laugh because, life has been a roller coaster for me. Um, but I mean, so is life, you know? That's how it is. You get the cards you were dealt, and it's how you play them. It's not, oh, can I get new cards? Like, that's not how life works, you know? So, you gotta work with what you got and play into your strengths, you know? I mean, there are a few things that I need to let go of. And if I let go of those things, it might hurt in the moment, but I think in the long run, it will serve me well. And there are things that I should focus on more: acting, practicing, working out, working. Because as an actor or a model, you have to have that survivor job, you know what I mean? And I don't know, I have a serving job, and I also work with my dad in his roofing business. And, I have some debt that I need to pay off, and that's one thing that I need to work on, you know? Um, but overall, I'm doing good. I'm doing better than I was in, I don't know, the last few years. They have been rough, for sure, but I've learned so much from it that I can turn that energy that is inside of me into something productive and creative. It's innate energy, and you can transmute any energy into anything. And I forgot the Bible verse, but it was talking about how you need to be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. And the last part, slow to anger. Um, you, it's not. It says in the last part, it says um, that will only anger in general. Anger in God's eyes is unrighteous. He does not favor anger. It doesn't create energy or an environment that God favors. And so you shouldn't get angry. There's times when you naturally become angry, but if you let that anger out in an unhealthy way, there's no blessing in that. But you can turn that anger into fuel and create something that is in God's favor. And that takes time to kind of hone in and transmute that energy, but it is possible, and people do it all the time. And I'm learning that, trying to implement that into my life and kind of not control my emotions, but just navigate my emotions and determine how I react to my emotions. Because if you live your life off of how you feel, well, you might not feel about doing anything. You might feel like watching TV, doing nothing, just sitting on the couch. You don't feel like going to the gym. Oh, I'm not going. I don't feel like it. If everyone did that, nothing in the world would get done. And so just because you feel some type of way about something or someone, you don't have to react how you feel, and that starts with your mind. Because if you change your thoughts, that can change your feelings. And together, it changes your actions and how you operate. So you definitely have to change your thoughts, because what you believe, that's your reality. If you believe you're going to be an A-list celebrity actor, it could happen. You have to believe it though. But if you don't believe it, it's not even possible. That's not possible if you don't believe it. You have to believe in yourself. And it's so cliche, but it's the essence of life. Like, if you don't give belief into something, you don't give it life. Like, I'm not saying if you don't believe in other people will figure out themselves. But if you don't believe in yourself, you're going to waste your life. You're going to waste your life doing abysmal, just boring crap. And you'll be working a job you don't enjoy, making money that doesn't pay the bills enough. You'll have barely any left over, and it's just, you got to believe in yourself, because if you don't, who will? No one will. Your mom might. Lack of faith is fear. If you're fearful about something, you don't have faith that God will show the way or provide you the courage or strength to persevere through it. You have to trust in yourself, and you have to trust in God. He's always with you. I don't care what anyone says. I might talk about God from time to time. I'm not super religious, but I believe in God and I trust in Him. I'm Christian, but this isn't a Christian channel, but I'm just sharing my thoughts. And you know, I turned the camera on and I had no idea what I was going to talk about. And I was like, you know, I kind of want to talk about acting because I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, I mean, I still don't know what I want to talk about. I'm just having fun with this. I'm probably going to post this video on YouTube. And who knows? Like, if y'all like it, if y'all like this video, depending on any feedback that I get, I will definitely think about making another video and having it more prepared. And I'll kind of go into what I want to talk about beforehand. So I'm not just rambling on camera to y'all. All right. I think that'll wrap it up. I was trying to think about something funny to say, but I have nothing, so I'm going to end it right here. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. So cool. Bye.